Our women, they're sweet, tender, nurturing, caring, give us emotional validation, make us breakfast before we go morning on our daily adventures.
Right, we get it. Enough of the waffle. What's your point?
All I'm trying to say is that women are complex. They're complex beings, okay? So all I'm here to do is to basically tell you and break them down into different sectors. So basically, it's women in a nutshell. And before you start calling me a B-Tech Giuseppe, just let's get along in the video. High school. Feels like almost 92 years since I was there. Back when I used to be on my own, play chess with the boys, playing football with the G's, and watching parent evening drama like some 24-year-old OK Magazine employee trying to please his editor, and also trying not to get myself hounded by some girls that could make me jump off a bridge. As a teenager, yeah, I can freshly give you an accurate depiction of what you're thinking of right now. In the country I'm staying in, you enter high school at the age of 14, 15, and then you basically release your bitchiness to everybody around you until you find people who are almost as bitchy as you. And then you either make up friends with them or you make a bitch war. In my experience, I've drawn the short end of every single stick all the time. So basically, it's just I have to find a way not to be an idiot because those guys can pick up on any small detail of idiocy and they put it to the nth degree. Like basically, you could be going down a clogged hallway, wondering where it is that oxygen exists from. And I'm one of the shortest people of my set at the time because I didn't even know what was above or in front of me. I could basically walk into almost anything from a little kid to a fucking cheetah. Nobody knows. But one important thing you have to do is that once you're Tetrising your way through this entire shitfest, you must not graze a girl because she could say anything and you could spend the next 10 to 14 months behind bars. Firstly, there's the white girls. They're nice, but they think they're too nice. They go around start throwing labels like, oh, get away from me, I've got a boyfriend. But funny for you, I've got crippling depression, so have some of that. Then we move on to the black girls. Firstly, if she's African, then she's got a brain. But if she's Caribbean and then, man, you've got to get out of there faster than the black man surrounded by the KKK, bro. Because if she's got a boyfriend called Tyrone, you're getting packed in a lunchbox. And the Asians, they're cool. Southeast Asians, they're alright. South Asians, better not speak about them. But I believe we can all come to an agreement, yeah, that no matter what race you are, these, this is unacceptable. You fucking scare me. First of all, I need to address something. Can somebody tell me what on God's green earth is this? Because I'm telling you, I'm speechless. Like, this is such a terrible show. Like, I'm telling you, if you get the DVD for this, throw it in the fattest bin you can. And set it. Hey, look, so before we get derailed a little bit, I'm just gonna cheat a little bit. But look, I can explain. I understand your frustration, but listen, everything is gonna come out of this. So, because I'm in my first year of university in a little town called Oshawa in Canada, so I'm not really the best person to have a concrete conversation with because I'm still learning and experiencing these kinds of things. So in my first year, I'm just going to compare that with my final year of secondary school. Because these kinds of comparisons are twofold, I'm going to have to do it from both sides. So I'm going to have to make a different video to discuss a different side of this kind of conversation. Anyhow, basically, in secondary school, yeah, you have these kinds of people who are in their cliques and it's usually one click versus another click most of the time. Let's say it's a click war, basically. So it's not really as heavy until you get to university, where it's getting heavier. And by heavy, I mean drinking heavy. And I can't even mention university, independence, and girls without mentioning sororities slash frats. And look, I've never gone to like frat or sorority parties ever. Look, and listen, before you start telling me to go touch some grass, firstly, I don't trust myself in that environment. Before I turn into a Bockham supporter and be all like, "Hey, Graves, what are you saying, yeah?" No, no, I'm just trying to enjoy my night. Trust me, my experience with uni girls, fucking shit, bro. And look, I know I'm gonna probably get sued for defamation or something, but I don't care. In this video, you're gonna get to know three people. One more than the rest, but whatever. So they go by this. Here's Maisha, here's Krisha, and here's Rita. All twats and cunts in their own way, yeah? Anyhow, let's get underway. You know when you think you're in a relationship, yeah, and you think it's all right, but then it ends like fucking shit. Okay, so I'll get to the story of this disaster in a minute, but I'll just like to give you a foundation how university girls are. So it's not like they start being domineering at first because normally they don't really know that many people because it's their first year. Unless you attend orientation, then you pretty much get to know some people, and that's why clubs are there in the first place. But this is after the first pandemic year, so it's not really going to be full force clubs. Some things are still going to be online rather than in person. But that's besides the point. The way they communicate and the way they still see themselves, it will not change from high school to university. So that's where I'll bring her, Maisha, into the firing line. So you know those girls, yeah, that basically think that they're too good to hang out with people. Yeah, she's one of them, and people was me. So sometimes you might just think that, oh, he's just ranting because you're getting this you got the short end of the stick. It's probably a problem with you. Just shut up. Like you couldn't really say it was a problem with me because I had a friend that she hung out with more who has way worse traits than me. I'm talking Ku Klux Klan levels of characteristics here, whom she then says she feels more comfortable with. Like, what are you on about? And mate, she's also a flim flam as well. Like, she couldn't even have been born worse. Okay, I'll tell you a story, yeah. So we'll go back to my Klansman friend, yeah. So basically, I messaged her on Discord, yeah, asked her if she wants to go out like friends and that. So and I'll tell her that, oh yeah, could you just go? You free? She's like, oh yeah, I'm free. I'm like, okay, you free on Friday? Like, yeah, I'm free on Friday. Gyro play. She's like, oh, I've got work and all that. I'm like, all right, cool. Don't worry. Enjoy your work. Have a nice day, and hope you come back home safe and sound. Like I was a caring friend. And then my friend just comes out and just says, "Oh, you want to follow me?" And it's like, and I'm like, follow you to where? Oh, Maisha is going to the gyro shop. So yeah, she invited me. So I was like thinking, I was like, wait, isn't this the same Maisha I was talking to that said she had to go to work by 7 o'clock? Like it was like I just had to just think about it, and I was like, okay, cool. So basically, she's got break by 1 p.m. Yeah. Then after that break, I text her and I ask, "Oh, how are you?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine." And then I'm all like, "Oh yeah, how are you doing?" Like, yeah, I'm having fun. I was like, having fun? Like, yeah, I'm in Zio's room. I'm like, oh, Zio, the Lebanese guy, yeah. She's like, yeah, I'm in his room, yeah. I was like, oh, damn, that's crazy. I didn't bring her up on the fact that she lied to me about work because I thought, like, okay, keep an open mind. She probably got her shift cancelled or something. Like anything could happen. Look, that's enough of her already. This video is getting long enough, and I've got other topics to talk about. So, yeah, if you know her now, you know that she's two-faced. If you don't know her, then don't know her, and if whatever happens, happens. And for the other two, same goes for them. Like they're cunts, just whatever. Honestly, like I said earlier on in the video, I'm a first year in university, so I don't really have much experience in girls in the workplace. All I do know is this meme, which pretty much depicts how they are around men in the workplace. So, look, I don't really hate feminists or feminism. It's just the radicalization of it that just doesn't make any sense. Saying that they want to topple the patriarchy and all that, gosh, I don't really see that as the feminism that it should be. I feel like it's been tainted and it's been blemished because of those people. Like feminism between like early part of the world and the early 20th century. Like, it was just basically women having the exact same rights as men. Now you have people who want to be better, not equal, which doesn't really make any sense because we all preach that we want equality for every single person, but we don't want to accept it when it matters. And the fact that it's blinding, it blinds people's judgment. Like, I'm not even gonna go into much detail about this, but the Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp situation is the clearest example. The initial allegations were in favor of Amber Heard because of the stereotypes and the way we view people and feminists because they all said, oh, men are this, men are that. You can't even understand that men can be victims as well, which is just the annoying part about it. Like I said, I don't really have any problems with feminism or feminists. It's just, I just hate people who radicalize those kinds of things. We've all seen the videos, we've all seen the pictures, we've all seen the headlines, we've all seen everything about these people, yeah? So I'm not really going to add anything to this topic because it's laid bare everywhere on the internet. So all I'm just going to say is just thank God I've never been in the midst of that. But for everything bad, there's something good. Okay, there are good women out there. Okay, there are women that are good to other people but aren't good to you. It happens. They're fuckwads, but it happens. So, with that all said, I bid you adieu. Have a nice day. Please like, subscribe, and farewell.